Hey guys, it's Bethany with ABCuteCreations here with another tutorial for you. Today I'm going to show you how to make the Margaret sweater. It's a lovely and elegant but simple design. I love the way that it drapes and I love the way that it feels. If you haven't already done so, please hit that subscribe button and press the bell icon to stay up to date on all of my current projects and tutorials. I do try to come out with a tutorial at least weekly. I also have an ad-free written version of this pattern that's available for purchase on Ravelry, and I'll link to that down below. Let me know what you guys think about this project in the comment section down below, and let me know if you have any questions or comments. Here are the supplies you'll need for this project. A crochet hook. Today I'm using a 6.5 millimeter size crochet hook. Some worsted weight yarn, scissors, a needle for weaving in your ends. Let's get started. To get started with your sweater, you want to work up 63 chainless double crochet foundation stitches. And that's for the back of the sweater. For the front of the sweater, you want to work up 83 chainless double crochet foundation stitches. If you need some extra help on that, I will link to a tutorial down below, and that will show you how you can do these beginning stitches so that you get a stretchier base for your sweater. So again, you're going to need to make 2 of these panels. The first one will start with 65 stitches, and the front will start with 83 stitches, and that's to make about a size small/medium. So if you want to go up in size, I would add on 1 diamond to the front and 1 diamond to the back, so 9 stitches for each size that you want to go up for each panel. Okay, so once you have that complete, you want to chain 2, and we're going to start our faux ribbing. Again, I will link to this on how to do front post and back post double crochets if you're not familiar with them. But all you're going to do is alternate between them. So in our second stitch, we're going to do a front post double crochet, followed by a back post double crochet, and then a front post double crochet, and we're just going to continue this all the way across until we get to the end. The last stitch can be a little bit tricky, but this is how I'm going to work that back post double crochet. Okay, now we're going to chain 5. If you wanted to continue on with more rib rows, then what you would do for that is you would chain 2, and then you'd continue on with your pattern, except this time you'd start with a back post double crochet here and a front post double crochet here. So basically wherever the stitch is sticking out at you, that would be a front post double crochet, and wherever it's behind, then you would do a back post double crochet. But to start our diamond lace stitch, we are going to chain 5. We're going to skip these 2 stitches, and then we're going to single crochet into the 3rd, and then single crochet into the next 6 stitches. Now we're going to chain 5, skip these 2 stitches, and crochet into the next 7 stitches. And you're going to continue this pattern until you get to the end and you have 2 stitches left. Once you get to the last 2 stitches, you're going to chain 2, and you're going to double crochet. You're going to skip this stitch and double crochet into the top of the final stitch. Chain 1, turn your work. To get started with this row, you're going to do a single crochet into the first stitch, chain 3, skip your chain space, as well as the next single crochet, and you're going to do 5 single crochets into the next 5 stitches. Chain 3, skip your next single crochet and do 1 single crochet into the top of your chain 5 space. Chain 3, skip your next single crochet and do 5 single crochets in the next 5 stitches. Continue that pattern across, so you're going to chain 3, skip this next stitch, do a single crochet into the top of your chain 5, do 3 chains, skip the next single crochet, and do the next 5 single crochets. Coming up to the end, I just chained 3. I'm going to skip this stitch and I'm going to work into the 3rd chain. 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to do a single crochet. Chain 1, turn your work. Okay, for this row, you're going to do a single crochet in the top of your last single crochet, and then do a single crochet into this chain space here, chain 3, skip that first single crochet and do 3 single crochets, chain 3, you're going to skip that last single crochet. You're going to single crochet into this chain 3 space, single crochet into the top of that last single crochet, or that middle crochet, single crochet, and then you're going to do a single crochet on the other side. Chain 3, skip the next single crochet, and then single crochet into the next 3 stitches. Chain 3, you're going to skip that last single crochet and single crochet into the chain space, single crochet into the top of this single crochet, and single crochet into the following chain space. Chain 3, and continue this all the way across. At the end of this row, you want to chain your 3, skip this stitch, and then you're going to single crochet into the chain space and single crochet into the top of the last stitch. Chain 1, turn your work, single crochet into the first 2 stitches, and then single crochet into the chain space. Chain 3, you're going to skip this first single crochet and do a single crochet into that center stitch, chain 3, skip the next single crochet and do a single crochet into the chain space, single crochet into the next 3 stitches, and then single crochet into the chain space. Chain 3, just do a single crochet into this center stitch, chain 3, single crochet into your chain space, and single crochet in the next 3 stitches across as well as the chain space, and continue this till the end of the row. We're going to chain 3 when we get to this point, do a single crochet into that chain space, and then single crochet in your last 2 stitches. Chain 1, turn your work. So you can see the point of this one coming together. Okay, so we need to do a single crochet into the first 3 stitches. Single crochet into the chain space, chain 3. Now, actually we have to chain 5 here. And now we're going to skip this, this stitch altogether, and we're going to single crochet into the following chain space. So you'll have this big open gap. Single crochet into the next 5 stitches. Single crochet into the chain space, chain 5, again we're going to skip this stitch and work a single crochet into the next chain space, single crochet in the next 5 stitches, single crochet into the chain space, and then continue that pattern. So we'll chain 5, we're going to skip this stitch and single crochet into the next chain space. So continue that all the way across. Coming up to the end, I chained my 5. I'm going to do the final single crochet into this chain space, and then I'm going to do 3 more single crochets. Chain 1, turn your work. Now for this row we're going to start decreasing here, so we're only going to single crochet into the first 3 stitches. Chain 3, do a single crochet into the top of your chain 5, chain 3, skip the next single crochet and single crochet into the next 5 stitches. We're going to repeat that, so we're going to chain 3, skip our next single crochet and do a single crochet into the top of our chain 5, chain 3, skip the next single crochet, and then single crochet into the following 5 stitches. Chain 3 and continue this pattern all the way across. At the end, after chaining your 3, you're going to skip the next single crochet and single crochet into the last 3 stitches. Chain 1, turn your work, single crochet into the first 2 stitches, chain 3, again we're going to skip that last one, we're going to single crochet into our chain space, single crochet into the top of your single crochet, and single crochet into the next chain space, chain 3. Skip this next stitch and do a single crochet into the next stitch, and then into the next 2 stitches, chain 3. Single crochet into the chain space, single crochet into the top of your single crochet, and single crochet into the next chain space, chain 3, skip the next single crochet and single crochet in the following 3 stitches, chain 3, that last single crochet and single crochet into the chain space, as well as the next single crochet and the next chain space. Continue that all the way across. Once you get to this point, you're going to do the chain 3. You're going to skip that next single crochet and do a single crochet into the last 2 stitches. Chain 1, turn your work. You're going to start by single crocheting into the first stitch, chain 3. You're going to skip that next single crochet and do a single crochet into the chain space. Single crochet in your next 3 stitches, single crochet into the next chain space, chain 3, then you're going to single crochet into the top of this stitch, and that'll form the top of this diamond. Then you're going to chain 3, single crochet into the first chain space, or in the next chain space, single crochet into the next 3 stitches, single crochet into the chain space, chain 3, skip the next single crochet and crochet into the top of the diamond in the middle, chain 3, single crochet into the next chain space, as well as the next 3 stitches, single crochet into the next chain space, and continue this pattern all the way across. Chain your 3 and single crochet into the last stitch of this round. Now we're going to chain 5. This is going to be like the same as the first row that we did, but I'm going to show you this one again on camera just because we aren't working into straight across stitches. You know, we have the chain spaces to work with already. So this is what you're going to do, but when you finish your project, when you finish your pattern, you're going to want to finish on this after this point. So you're going to do the first 8. So you're going to do 2 through 9 as the repeat, and you're going to end on the 8th, after the 8th row, because that is where you complete this diamond, and it's before you do your big chain 5, and so we don't want that big hole when we're stitching our work together. So just remember that, just keep in mind where you're going to end your project. Okay, so after we have our 5, after we have our chain 5, we're going to do a single crochet into our chain space, single crochet into the next 5 stitches, single crochet in the next chain space, chain 5, skip the single crochet, and we're going to do a single crochet into the next chain space, single crochet into the next 5 stitches, single crochet into the next chain space, chain 5, single crochet into this next chain space, and then continue that all the way across. So we're going to single crochet into the next 5 stitches, single crochet into the next chain space, chain 5, and continue on. Once you get to the end of this row, you're going to chain 2. You're going to then do a double crochet into the final stitch. And and that is what we should have. So those are your repeats. Just keep doing the same thing over and over, starting with row 2, and you're going to continue that all the way up until you have 10 of these diamonds stacked. So where it starts with a full diamond, because here's a half a diamond, but you want to have 10 of these whole ones stacked up, and then I will show you how to stitch your panels together. Just remember guys, I kept this panel shorter for the back of my work because I want the drape in the front. You can do both panels the same size, just make sure that it at least comes halfway around you so that it can connect together. So if you need to size up, just add on, if you add on 9 stitches, it'll give you, every 9 stitches gives you this pattern. So that should add that on to each panel, to the front and the back. finished doing my double crochets all around the sleeve, and I picked up 68 stitches, and that includes my first chain 2. So we're going to join with a slip stitch to the top of our chain 2. And then we're going to chain 2 and we're going to start our ribbing. And you can do as many rows of ribbing just like at the base as you want. I'm going to skip our chain 2 and I'm going to do a front post double crochet into the second stitch, followed by a back post double crochet, and then again a front post double crochet. And I'm just going to keep alternating with front post and back post double crochets until I get to the end of the row. Every time you come around to the end of your round, you're going to slip stitch to the top of your chain 2, and you're going to continue the pattern for as long as you want the sleeves to be. So you're going to always skip that first chain 2, and you're going to work a front post double crochet into the second stitch, followed by a back post double crochet. And then once it's as long as you want, you're just going to cut off your tail and weave in your ends, and then you're going to complete the sleeve on the other side, and your sweater will be complete. Once finished with your sweater, make sure that you turn it right side out so that the seams are on the inside. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Again, if you have any questions or comments, please leave them for me down below. And again, be sure to hit that subscribe button to stay up to date on all of my current projects. And don't forget, this pattern can be purchased on Ravelry if you'd like an ad-free written version. Thanks, guys. Have a wonderful day.